Okay guys, this is the opening of this video where I will share with you images and I hope that you can enjoy this video with to the end the selection should be of 10 images. I decided to go with 20 images because it is important to say something about these photographs that are making my new story with my proposal. This year has been a great year of full of achievements for my career, and my black and white photography contributed a lot in this sense. I decided to propose just images in black and white, photographs in black and white, despite I made a lot of photos in color, because at a certain point I decided to propose myself especially in black and white. And despite, for example, for the clients I worked in color, but if I want to present myself as a photographer, I consider myself a monochrome photographer, a black and white photographer. So this is what I want to propose. This is what I will propose in future, and let's go with the images. Let's see the images that I want to share with you this year for this best of 2024. Okay, the choices make good stories. A photo made with the written in the jacket of the guy in a barrio, in a popular neighborhood here in Mexico City, very close at home. So sometimes the writtens make the photos, so I think that is a cool photo to share in this selection of the best of the year, and we start with this photo. Sometimes it's just an expression to reveal something in a street photograph, and I think that is an image that counts with a story in a certain sense, with an expression that we can't know it is kind of ambiguous, this shot, because you can think he's yawning or even yelling, so we can't know really what is happening here. I go in places downtown that many times is not recommended to go alone with a camera, and sometimes I meet some character that is simply interesting to photograph, and this is one of them, and sincerely it works very fine in black and white. So I think that is a photo that deserves to stay in this selection this year. Possibly this photo is an unpublished photo. Maybe I didn't share this image on the blog. But I think that the expression of the man is surreal and interesting. The man is dressed in a way that is not so peculiar, and I think it's not a perfect photo. There are burned parts in this photo. The highlights burned in some parts of the photo, but still it deserves to be shown, to be shared in this selection, I think. Okay, this image shows the power, in a certain sense, of this woman. It is interesting, the relation with the black and the white, how she is dressed, and the cars. It is a part that it is a spot that is one of my favorite in Mexico City downtown. Sometimes I find interesting things, and I think that is an interesting image to share with you. Okay, as a photographer, I am focused on the emotions many times, and when I see an emotion raising up in the city, I think I need to photograph. So there is this father and his daughter with this gesture, this expression of love is great, in my opinion. Behind them there is a busy street with other characters. There is the eye contact with the woman in the right side of the image. I think is an interesting image. So I wanted to share also this photo in this selection of the year. Sometimes I read about the importance of getting close. I am not focused just on that, but I know how to get close to the subjects. No, sometimes is interesting. This picture, of course, is not perfect in a certain way because it's unbalanced, even not perfectly framed, but still I can see the pores of the skin of the woman, and I think that the fact that she did get aware of me, of my attention as a photographer, gives me this expression that is kind interesting. And in this selection of the year, I don't want to share just perfect photos, kindly the opposite, in fact, because there are pretty good images from the sense, from the compositional aspect, but I want to share also a new way on my vision as a photographer that recognize himself, especially in black and white. So I think that this photo is pretty good. I can see also the hair of the arts of the woman. So yes, I was very close to her. Another example of the importance of the gestures making the photo, and every other detail in the photo, every aspect of the frame, other things are just a consequence of what I decided to photograph. So I think that this photo deserves to stay in this selection because I want to highlight also the importance of the gesture that many times calls my attention as a photographer, no? Women are beautiful, and This is a simple image, but yet focus on emotion, especially of the girl on the right side. So sometimes also the way people is dressed call my attention, and I think that is an image that that makes me think to some reference on me. For example, Gary Winogrand, that is a great reference in my photography, and I wanted to share this also to affirm again that Winogrand is still a reference, a great photographer that I still see as a master for certain kind of photography, no? Okay, this photo I am photographing a lot the people that find themselves in a street situation, and I didn't want to share this kind of photos in order not in order to avoid to be misunderstood, because many times when you photograph homeless people or people with problems, with issues, people tends to consider that it's not fair to photograph them, but I don't agree, because I work on this not in a project, because especially I am not making projects, never. I make works, not projects. And I think it's very important to share this photo, because it shows that I am going in places in downtown where they are considered rogue places for the kind of people that are populating these areas that are still downtown, but in parts that normal tourist, the normal tourist, for example, the regular tourist doesn't go. I am not a regular tourist. I am a resident in Mexico City, working as a documentary photographer, and I want to show what is happening with the reality. That reality is not always the positive thing. There are a lot of things to document and to say, no? It was very hot, very warm, the weather that time when I photograph this situation with several layers in this photo made in the Zócalo, in the main square of Mexico City. They were waiting a concert, a free concert, and I photographed that with the 70mm, and I think it's an interesting shot, considering also that it's not my usual focal length, but I think that it's an interesting photo that I achieved to make with this lens. Of course, I photographed completely manual, and I nailed this shot pretty good. Another photo where I used the 70mm with my Olympus pen, and I think many times I love to photograph subjects that pass in front of me fastly, and of course they will be out of focus. I focus in another part, and I wait a character that is interesting to me to put, but it is like the out of focus character is exactly the main character in the frame. Oh, I contact here, and of course there is the relation, no, between the two figures, cut off the face in the same way. So I think is a very good image that I found a day where I was when I was in downtown. So I think that sometimes it's very easy, but there is also a scaneo facial, this facial scan in the written of the bus. So I think that is a cool image. They seem naked, but they are not, of course, and they were performers, I suppose, and I photograph them in seconds or 3 shots, but I keep this image, and I selected this photograph for this selection. How much cool is this? So I think that is completely unbalanced the frame, but still works to me, because the character with the mask makes the photo, and there is the eye contact, of course. It is a photo that involves the viewer in the frame, and I think that is just that, and I think it works pretty cool. Another eye contact here, and the word outside, the word inside, something that I am pretty used to make, the showcases of the stores, and that is the image. Sometimes is just enjoying the power of certain things. There is the relation between the women that wear glasses, and they are not looking at me, and the guy with no glasses is looking at me. Okay, this is the street photograph of the year to me. I wanted to make this photo several times, and I was not able to do, but this time the wait was rewarding, and I think that I made a very great photo here, because it is a landscape photo, urban landscape photo, but also it shows like a favela scenario here in this image, but there is the guy there, and to me it is me living in the barrio. So I can relate myself with this guy looking at where we are living. So this is very close where I live, and I think is a very important photo. In fact, right now is the image that opens my official website. Getting close, so I get close, and sometimes I know where I can arrive with my lenses, and where I will obtain an image out of focus, but by purpose. Because to me it's very important. Sometimes I make this on purpose to give another dimension to my shots, to have the main character out of focus. I repeated this with the previous image, with the previous photo shared in this selection of the year. So I think that the sense is pretty the same. Another photo that is not completely perfect because the persons in the first part of the image are not completely in focus, but the image works fine. Sometimes that I photographed avoiding to receive all the attention of the fireman, and I think that in a certain sense works. You can see that I am not I'm not researching the perfection in the frame. In fact, it's not even in plan the frame, but I think that it's an image made with the art, with the emotion of the moment to see this scene on the street. Oh yes, this photograph that I made during my work on assignment for L'Equipe this year, and I was asked also to photograph classical situations describing Mexico City, and this photo describes a lot of Mexico City with a scene built through the layers, showing the two parts of Eje Central, one of the main avenues in Mexico City. I think the eye contact of the woman works perfectly. It is also a photograph that I consider out of time, in a certain evergreen in a certain sense, also because the woman is dressed with a work dress, and while the other ones are looking at her phones, she is looking at me. So the visual contact works pretty cool in this photograph. Okay guys, so that was the selection this year. I thank the gods of photography allowing me to make these photos this years. I made a lot of photos, so the selection was not easy. I decided to limit the photograph, the selection to black and white, because in black and white I want to present myself, because in black and white I am presenting I am introducing my soul as a photographer. It was a fantastic year. You will see this also in a blog post that I will publish. I am very happy with the results this year. I think that I have a lot of images that are very interesting. They are out of this selection because I focus on certain things, despite not all the images are perfect. Maybe there is not the perfect photograph, never. But I think that it shows a lot about my experience as a street photographer. So I think that to share in the street photography channel, my YouTube channel, this with you is very important, because I have the chance, the opportunity to share with people that I consider already part of a community. The YouTube channel will grow up in 2025, and keep to follow the channel, give likes, include your comments, because anything that you make is a big help with the channel totally focused on photography and visual culture. We are making great because we are not going to eat hamburgers, or we are not going to play video games, or making strange things. We are proposing a channel focused on culture, a niche culture, because we are focused especially in street photography. And I think that thanks for your support, we will achieve a lot of important results in 2025. I want to say thank also to Google and YouTube, because we are already monetizing through this channel. It is a big result that helps me a lot in order to propose more content, and to give more. For example, I can by supporting the channel, and if I will achieve to monetize more, I can invert a little bit of money for the channel, for new gear. And I think that is very important in order to have a channel that is making something different from the others. So thank you guys. I wish you a fantastic new year. If this year in a personal way has been great, I think that 25 will be better. So thank you guys. Let's stay in touch and support the community of the Street Photography channel.